Markey. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Thank you for your service, sir. I've long worked closely with my colleagues, Senator Sullivan and Senator Wicker, on this committee to support the Commercial Fishing Occupational Safety Research and Training Program. This program is authorized through the annual Coast Guard bill and is administered through a memorandum of understanding with the Department of Health and Human Services. The program works with trusted local partners who understand the health and the safety needs of our commercial fishermen. Fishermen face major mental and physical burdens in their work, and services from the fishing safety program are proven to save lives. So, Admiral Lundy, do you agree that fishing safety programs can help prevent catastrophes at sea?
Senator, I agree. They're very important to prevent us from having to go out on a search and rescue case. If we can, the best search and rescue case is one that never happens because of fishing safety programs like the one you described.
No, thank you. And if confirmed, would you support the ongoing implementation of the fishing safety program?
Senator, if confirmed, I look forward to working with you on advancing that program.
No, thank you. That's very helpful. Under the Deepwater Port Act, the Coast Guard jointly processes deepwater port license applications with the Maritime Administration. These deepwater ports are set up primarily to export massive amounts of fossil fuels. This raises prices for Americans at home and puts our health, ocean, and environment in peril just to boost profits for big oil and big gas. Under the most recent Coast Guard Authorization Act, the Coast Guard would transfer its authority to act as the lead agency on environmental reviews of deepwater ports to MARAD. Admiral Lundy, is it true that the Coast Guard has 50 years of expertise in understanding the construction, the operation, the environmental impacts of deepwater ports?
Senator, the Coast Guard has significant experience with deepwater ports, but MARAD owns the primary responsibility, including for managing the National Environmental Policy Act process. The Coast Guard's been supporting MARAD through that process, but essentially that is under their authority as MARAD.
Well, if the Coast Guard gives up its decades-long expertise and authority in this area, and it's then the understaffed Maritime Administration, especially as big oil and big gas are demanding more exports than ever, we need to actively strengthen MARAD's capabilities. They're not strong enough right now, and we're removing the Coast Guard from the equation in terms of ensuring that safety is, in fact, made given primacy. So I've introduced the No Spills Act to push MARAD to be more vigilant in its licensing activities to better protect the American public from spills and price spikes. I think it's a mistake to remove 50 years of expertise from this process, especially as we're seeing expansion. It's only going to get more and more dangerous. We should have learned from Deepwater Horizon that these accidents can occur, and you need the smartest, most experienced people on the job. And by removing the Coast Guard and having an agency without the full level of personnel which they need, it's almost like we're putting this whole area into a regulatory black hole. And it's going to be very dangerous because we've seen from past experience how the oil and gas industry just continues to move forward because of their profits, regardless of the dangers that we see out on the open ocean. So I thank you, Mr. Chairman, and thank you again, Admiral, for your service.
Thank you, Senator.